it.
Yeah. So we have all heard the sage advice that seems powerful and useful, but what do they really mean and how can you apply them to your everyday life?
And that is why we bring in financial expert Andy Mattingly to our studio today. Please explain some of these more common financial sayings. First and foremost, you hear it all the time, pay yourself first. What does that mean?
Yeah, well, some people could get that confused. It doesn't mean spend money and then pay your bills. Pay yourself first means put all your money in your savings first, so your 401k, emergency fund and all of that, and then you can spend the rest of the money.
So how do we enact the advice of not putting all your eggs in one basket? How does that
Yes,
work?
that's an old-time farm term, I'm sure. It kind of goes back to diversification, really, is what we're talking about. So in your 401k or your other investments, make sure you have different types of stocks, bonds, mutual funds that have different risk. So one sector is usually down, another one's up. If you put them all in one and try to bet the market, you're going to lose, but if you spread it out, you're much better off.
I've heard you say that before. And what about this one? Manage your money, don't let it manage you.
Well, that's a favorite saying of everyone who wants you to have a budget, because until you have a budget, you're making decisions based on how much money you have left. And if you put a budget together, you make decisions on how much money you have, and you're managing your money instead of let it managing you.
And there's one that probably made a lot more sense back in the day than now. A penny saved is a penny earned. How does that apply?
Well, see, that's one of those things that people like to think that means, well, everything that I save, that's like earning more money. And it's not really what you put in your savings account. It's making sure that you only buy things that you need, that you use discounts and you buy things on sale, so you're saving money, and it's like earning more money.
All right, you've said this before too. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. What does that actually mean?
Well, really, that comes down to not living beyond your means. If we try to stay up with our friends and family and what they do, and their financial situation could be different, but we make our decisions based on what they do, we could put ourselves in a really bad financial situation.
Sage advice from the sagacious Andy Mattingly. Thanks for joining us again.